it's like sometimes genuinely, I mean, I've lived through observations that are designed to intimidate and break you in the hopes that you'll just resign before you're put on capability, because it's exactly as you said, Nathan. It's like using objective procedures subjectively. Like, if you don't like somebody and you are in a position of power and influence over them in a school, you can easily turn around and say, well, I've seen this, even your 1.1 example, and you didn't do that, that was missing. But it could actually all have rooted from somebody disliking you. And I remember even in the same week teaching a lesson where I was observed by two people. One of them I was teaching a sixth form lesson, and one of them basically was like, no. One of them was a science specialist, and they were like, you're not teaching this right. And they just took the board pen from my hand and took over. And I was teaching it totally right. I literally did 5 A levels and got all A's and A stars. I knew exactly what I was teaching. Do you know what I mean? And it's like,
but to be
it was
fair,
designed.
I don't want to speak.
Audacity.
No, but I don't want to speak
nerve,
for
gall and
this
the
guy
gumption.
because he's not here. But there are consultants out there who do think that's the best way. Who their approach is to sort of
Interrupt you.
Team teach,
Yeah.
as in, I'm going to take the lesson now. You stand there and watch what I do and how I do it. But I'm sorry. Again, here's my little thing with this. When it's someone new who just flashes up, it's like an advert break in a TV show. Okay, you might pay attention to it. You don't know the person. It's like when you teach your first lesson with kids. The kids are like, oh, well, listen to this person. They're completely new. An hour later, they're drooling, and they've gone back into like normal mode, which is just hatred, right? For humanity. But in that sort of 10, 15-minute snippet, this guy's a god.
You got him.
This guy's a god. He's like, see, you would have did that. I've team taught it for you. I'm going to check out now. Bye. I'll catch you later for some feedback on how much better what I did than what you were doing is.
And I've seen people do that. Thankfully, not in my lesson, but I've seen an assistant head do that exact thing with someone, but not even. I don't even think that person had the gumption to say, "You're teaching this wrong."
Literally snatched the board pen and then left. And then as soon as they left, I started laughing, and then the kids started laughing. And like, I still had them on side. Like, thankfully, the kids, they were really nice to me. Like, so they were. I feel, but I did think, especially given the nature of that school, it was the kind of school where kids are like customers, and if they're like, this teacher's not helping me get to Oxbridge, like it was taken seriously, and that teacher would be in massive trouble. But like, the kids were still on side. But then I left. Well, I mean, they eventually put me on capability with all this evidence that I'd never seen. And obviously, I feel like everyone knows how that ended. But like, I went to a school like shares a catchment with that school and had like the best 3 years.